Hello, welcome for today's short session. And this is my teaching assistant, Simba. He's always here. So today's session is yin-oriented. Each pose will be held for 1 to 2 minutes. We'll make it very moderate. And it might extend to 30 minutes instead of 15 minutes. So get yourself a blanket. You may need it for padding your knees. Otherwise, we don't need any other props. All right, let's start. So keep feet hip width apart, standing anywhere, or if you do have a wall, it's going to be a good support. So just slowly exhale and dangling your upper body forward. Just very easy forward fold. If your hands reaching the floor, let it be. You can nod your head, shake your head. Make sure your neck, shoulders are relaxed. You can grab the opposite elbows. Let's take one deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, relax. So do that on your own. Observe your body. Maybe bend your knees a little bit. Take one more big breath, feeling your upper back and mid back. This is a very gentle forward fold. And then release your hands if you haven't. And then look forward and then get your fingertips on the floor. Then walk your fingertips and then palms forward and all the way to your belly. And then come to Sphinx pose. So elbows directly under your shoulders. Your pelvis, your belly on the floor. Untuck your back of the feet. And then we just simply stay here. Oh my God, my kitty has changed my laptop, but it lands in the perfect position. Take one inhale, feeling your chest open. Exhale, relax your belly to the floor. Okay, maybe that's not so good. Simba, it's not what you want. All right, let's continue. In Sphinx pose, Simba, come to be a Sphinx with mommy. Great. And then put your palms under your shoulders. Tuck the back toes and push yourself back to downward dog. Step your feet left and right and bend one knee and reach the other heel to the floor. And then change sides. So feeling your lower back, Bend both knees, knees down, and come to child's pose. Extended child's pose. Forehead on the floor, arms forward. And then come up to all fours. Tuck the back toes. Come back to downward dog. Now the next one is we call dragon. So step your left foot forward in between hands, right knee down, then untuck your right toes. So the dragon is basically just here. You can rest your chest on the left thigh and just stay here. And we'll open your right hip flexor as well as your quads. So if you have a blanket, it's a good time to put under your knees if your padding isn't enough. So take care of your knees. Take one deep inhale, feeling your upper back stretch, wings open. And then exhale, surrender. And then next, put your both palms onto your left thigh and just push your thigh away from your chest. This is still in yin pose, so there's no need to be very active. Just feeling your right hip flexor. This pose actually can help sciatica. One more inhale. Then exhale, palms down to the floor. Now put both palms on the right side of your left foot and then put your left foot toward the left. And then we do a dragon twist. So keep your right palm on the floor and then slowly twist from your belly to chest to the left. And then you can land your left palm on the left thigh or push your left knee away, but very gentle. And we'll just stay here for extended time. You can also roll to the outer edge of left foot. And then slowly come back to center. Put your both palms on the floor. And then tuck the back toes, your right toes, tuck back toes, and then push back to downward dog. Now feel your left and right hip flexor, the difference. Now come down to child's pose for 3 breaths. And then inhale, come back up to downward dog. Inhale, exhale. When you get ready, get your right foot forward between hands and left knee down. And just maybe hinge your hips forward a couple of times first. And now stay here for dragon pose. Untuck your back toes. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. So stay here. Very good. Then lift your palms to fingertips. Straighten your shoulders away from your ears, and then put your both palms on the right thigh. Just keep your chest open. Maybe push your right thigh away from your chest. It deepens the stretch of your left hip flexor. Very nice. And then slowly put your palms on the left side of your right foot, and then wiggle your right foot toward the right to the outer edge of the mat. Plant your left hand on the mat. Rotate from your belly into the chest to the right. Then put your right hand on the thigh or on the left knee to push your left knee away. So just do whatever you feel comfortable enough. And stay here for twisted dragon. And you can roll your right foot to the other edge. That gives you a little more of the hip rotation. You can close your eyes and just observe your body. And then slowly come back to center, both palms down to the floor. Tuck your back toes on the left feet, and then step your right foot back and push down to downward dog. Again, feel your left and right hip flexor, and come down to child's pose for 3 breaths. Inhale, come back up. Then we come to a shoelace. So shoelace, it depends. It's a hip opening for the outer hips. Come to all fours. Put your right leg on top of left. So keep your feet away from each other, and then slowly sit your buttocks between your feet. So hopefully your knees are stacked. So right knee on top of left knee, and you're sitting in between your feet. So I cannot have my knees completely touching each other, but that's okay as long as I get a hip opening. But alternatively, you can sit on the blanket or a block. So I generally like to sit on the block, and this is a hip opening. It's a really yummy stretch, but you gotta do it in a way that there's no suffering, so you feel the outer hip stretch. So right knee on top, so right hand on the right knee and left knee on the left hand on right hand. Nothing to do. That's all you need to do here. Just observe if your knee has any sort of pain, then release your pose. If not, just stay here feeling the stretch on the outer hip. If it's available to you, then walk your fingertips forward and then chest toward the knees. Maybe even elbow on the floor. Wherever you are, honor that. There's no way to do it wrong. And then push yourself back up. And then you can walk your hands to the front and then change the sides by putting your left leg in front of right. And then slowly sit back for the other side twist. So this time, right knee on the bottom, left knee on the top. So we have left palm on left knee and then right palm on top of left palm. Close your eyes. Relax your knees. Now release your hands to the floor. Walk your fingertips forward and forward so that your chest comes to your knees. And relax your head and neck. Maybe your elbows on the floor, maybe not. Maybe just palms on the floor. And also recognize two sides might respond differently. And then slowly push your palms and get yourself back to straight. And then unwind and come to the floor to your back. So we'll do a twist. So just lay down, bend your knees, and then hug your knees to your chest. Just a couple of times, rock forward and back. And then have your left leg extended. And then turn your torso all the way to the left. So your left hand on right knee, right thigh. Now turn your torso, your chest toward the ceiling and extend your right arm out. So this is a twist. Stay here. Feeling your body. If you want to deepen your twist, you can have your right knee going closer to your chest. But wherever you are, it's all good. Relax your hips. Give that intentional relaxation. Inhale, slowly, slowly come back to center. Hug your both knees in. And just rock left and right. And then extend your right leg out to the mat. Roll your body to the right. So your right hand on right knee. And then turn your torso toward the ceiling. Extend your left arm out straight to the left and look toward left. Close your eyes. Relax your hips. Let the gravity do the work. And slowly come back to the center. Hug your both knees in. And then come to happy baby for a few breaths. Knees toward your armpits, grabbing your feet on the outer edge or your ankles. Intentionally reach your tailbone to the floor. And then put your knees together and rock forward and back to massage your spine. Rock 5 times. And then the last time, rock to seated. Awesome. So this is today's Yin practice. I hope you feel more relaxed. Thank you for joining. Again, my name is Mary. My assistant is Simba Cat. Namaste.